What's up, YouTube land? Today is January 21st, 2010. I just got out of the shower, so that's, yeah, okay. So, I went to see Avatar yesterday, and, alright, I hate to say this, but, I thought the movie was going to be horrible, like, absolutely just nowhere near as good as everybody was talking about, because that's all I'd ever heard, was people that were like, alright, let's take my fan base, ages, 13 to 17, and they're like, it's the best movie I've ever seen. No offense to that age group, but, there's a lot of good movies you haven't seen. So, I was like, this movie's going to be good, but it's not going to be amazing. After watching it for 3 hours, I was like, wow, this is like the best movie I've seen in the past 5 years. It's literally just amazing. I feel like what's so good about the movie is the fact that there's full immersion into it. And let me explain that. Alright, basically what I mean by that is, in the beginning of the movie, you're like, these effects, wow, all these graphics, they look so good. When it's getting close to the end of the movie, you no longer care about that. You actually feel like they're kind of like real people. I mean, the Na'vi people, you're not going all wow, these effects look so good, the makeup, the CGI, you're just these are real people. You feel like these are just another race of people in this movie. So, I don't know, it's really good, that's how I felt at least, that everything really seemed to come to life, that's how amazing it was. There's a lot of stuff going on about, it's Pocahontas. Okay, I feel like Avatar was Pocahontas meets Fern Gully. If you've never seen Fern Gully, watch it. It's an amazing it's a cartoon, first off. It's an amazing movie. Pocahontas, I'm guessing you guys are comparing it to the cartoon. Alright. Somewhat true, yes, alright. But I feel like Avatar this plot was really similar, but I don't know, I just felt like it had a name of its own. And if you're like, oh man, it's like Pocahontas, I don't want to see it, then you're a dumbass. Because when I said Pocahontas, you knew exactly what I was talking about. You knew, have you ever heard the moon cry? Yeah, you knew that little song she sings and all that other shit. You knew exactly which cartoon I was talking about / movie. You knew the story, you knew everything. So if you think that sucks, then why do you already know it all, So, get your head out of your butt and actually go watch this movie, because it is amazing and you will not regret it at all. As you're watching it, you feel like you're sort of watching, don't take this the wrong way, but a History Channel type of deal. Don't think it's boring like that. By that I mean you feel like it's actual lore. You feel like you're really learning about a race. You don't feel like it's just all this stuff is just made up and I have no reason to learn it. As you're watching it, you're like, wow, that's awesome. The Last Shadow. You really get into it. You're all I want to learn about the flying mountains and, all about their god and their deities and shit like that. You actually feel like you're learning stuff about a real race. The language they speak is amazing. It's a real language. It's like Cleon, and if you don't think Cleon's a real language, then Google Cleon language, and then look at the thousands and thousands of words you can learn. It's a real language with a real structure and everything. And Na'vi is a real language. I mean, you can learn it if you wanted to. So I think that's crazy that they went that far into it and put all that work into it and stuff like that. So, Avatar, amazing movie. Like I said, this is the best movie I've seen in a really long time. After watching it for 3 hours, I felt like just walking directly back into the theater and watching it again. While you're watching it, you will not be like, oh my god, this movie's 3 hours long. You're just sitting there and you're like, I want to learn more. I want to learn everything I can about these people. Please keep going, movie. It's an amazing movie. Go watch it while you still can. Watch it in IMAX, watch it in 3D. I don't think you can watch it in 2D yet. I don't think you can literally go into a theater and watch it in 2D. And if you do, then I guess all you're doing is taking off your glasses, and it's going to be the exact same movie. But watch it in 3D, basically, because there's really not that much about the movie in 3D that's all, like, spectacular or anything. Like, oh, wow, a dragon just flew out and hit me in the face. But it makes it feel more realistic because the way the characters are based, like, it'll feel like a character's closer to you than another character, other than just a camera angle. It'll literally feel like this character is just walking in the middle of a screen, but he's a real person walking there and not just like a little image or anything. It's pretty cool. It's a cool 3D effect or whatever. Like I said, check it out. You definitely will not regret it at all. I would give Avatar like a 9 out of 10 because there was nothing about this movie that I hated. While watching this, I wasn't sitting there going, oh man, this is a ripoff of Pocahontas. I was like, holy shit, this fucker's flying a dragon. That's how awesome it is. Just watch it, and don't compare it to anything while you're watching it, because it's just retarded, you know. Don't compare it. Just watch it, and then at the end of it, be like, oh, you know what, this was kind of like this. But in the middle of it, make sure you're in the moment, because it's amazing. It will pull you into the moment. It's that great. So, go watch Avatar. It's badass. Today is January 21st. Oh, and another thing. Because I know a lot of you people are going to be like, oh my god, you're just now watching that movie? Why are you just now watching that movie? I'm so much better than you because I watched that movie the night it came out. Please don't be a dumbass. That's exactly why I waited this long to watch the movie. Because of people like you being like, I totally watched this movie weeks and weeks ago, and it's the greatest thing ever. I'm so awesome because I've seen it 20 times. That makes you look like a dumbass, and that makes me go, I don't want to watch that movie because a retard like that watched it. So, you guys have a good week, Thursday. Be looking forward to tomorrow. That was inappropriate sounding. Goodbye.